Okay, so here's a video of the Boss MS-3. I just got this looper and multi-effects unit in one, so I'm super pumped about that. It's got a built-in tuner, a built-in noise gate, so I was actually able to take those off of my board to make room for this unit. Let me get tuned up here real quick. Okay, cool. So what I want to walk through, like some people have been asking me, how are you controlling all of your MIDI pedals, which would be these three, with the MS-3, and because it only has 3 loops, which I'm looping my Morning Glory, my Moonshine, and my Voodoo Lab Sparkle Drive. This guy over here is just for the Morning Glory. It's a red remote, but I painted it white because I'm OCD and wanted all the pedals to be white, black, or gold, because why not? So anyway, what I want to do is give you kind of an idea. When you use a looper and using MIDI, you just leave the pedals on all the time, just basic stuff. The reason that you leave them on is so that when you activate your looper, you get the different loops that you want activated. So what you'll notice is when I switch my looper over, these guys will change. I still haven't, I just got this this weekend and just put it together yesterday. So I haven't got my Boss figured out yet as far as getting MIDI to it. But I do have my tap tempo running from here to both my H9s. If I want to tap a tempo in, I can realistically tap it from here. And then it will change on there. Or I can preset it and just leave it where I've got it. So you see the tap tempo. If I click to a different setting, you'll see it changes the H9s immediately to whatever I want them to be. So what I want to do is, that's kind of the first little half of, hey, here's how this works. But a lot of people talk about this stuff all the time and you never get to actually hear what it sounds like. So what I want to do is just kind of play through this, what it sounds like. This is my board. I've got a Fender Blues Junior. It's the just the standard Jensen speaker in it, and it sounds amazing. It's a 15 watt. It's super light and easy to carry around and lug to gigs and to church. And then I've got my Epiphone, which is a totally underrated guitar, Sheraton 2 Pro, that I'm running. I pretty much run that every week unless I'm playing rhythm or playing harder songs. Then I'll play my Gretsch Duo Jet. But for the sake of just hearing what this thing sounds like, I'll play through this first bank. I've set up this first bank just tonight just to see what it sounds like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I set all these settings up myself just to show you how it works and what it can sound like. And then we'll listen to some of just the regular presets that are in this thing, and I'll turn off the rest of my pedals so you can hear what it actually will sound like just on its own as a multi-effects unit, not even just as a looper. It's a crazy talented pedal that can just do whatever you want it to do, and it surprisingly is really easy to navigate through. The controls are super easy. So I'm not going to talk about navigating through that thing yet because I don't know everything, one, and then two, there's tons of videos out there on that already. So I'll start with just my clean tone. This is absolutely nothing on right now. This is what's the natural clean tone. I've got my Morning Glory activated, a compressor in this unit, so a compressor's in this unit. There's a reverb in this unit, and then I've got my reverbs up here that I'm firing, and I'll turn my delay off. So here's what it sounds like. So then we go from that sound, and I press one switch right here. So that's my high gain setting. Basically, all three of these pedals are on. I've got a compressor going on the inside the MS-3, and then I've got a Hall and a Spring reverb. Again, dual reverb side by side. I think just gives it that extra boost. And then we go to this one. So this is my Morning Glory. I've got a swell tone going on, and it's called a dream tone going on with that guy. And that's what this sounds like. And so what this is basically like a swell tone that I would normally use. So like for Build My Life or something. And then this one was just a fun one. I actually used this, so it has a phase that's coming out of the MS-3. So there's a phase coming out of here. I'm using my Morning Glory, but I got a cavern setting here, a pulsating kind of fun thing going on there, and no delay here. But it's got a really neat kind of like feel. So that's all the MS-3 right there. That drive setting, it's got a little reverb on there. So that is just the Morning Glory on it, but... sounds pretty good. I'm gonna take the glory off. Yeah, it's nice to know that this is like an option, you know, like that's a pretty decent sound. Like, that's a pretty decent sound for a multi-effects unit, so that's pretty impressive. Yeah. So I'm gonna play through a song here. I'll just show you guys kind of how this bad boy works. So this will be my lead tone, and I'll switch over to my more clean tone for the verses. I'll do Lion and the Lamb. It's modulated for the key of one of our girls, our female vocalist, so yeah, that's why it sounds like a chipmunk. Leland already has a high enough voice as it is, so